no forgiveness of sins.
Amen.
We overlook the forgiveness of sin. We are fighting for land. It is the fault of the Christian body that we find ourselves in a situation, the tight corner that we are in today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This project may not run the full mile if we do not change our mindsets. How does the media confuse us this much? Because they follow the act of repetition. That they make so much noise. They so repetitive. It's like somebody had his teeth extracted. I know because I've extracted quite a lot. So I'm actually thinking of getting some implants. I don't want to age badly because when I sleep, hey, let's go. Let's start. Go back. Get to reality now. I'm going to make a few statements here, slowly but surely. I want us to be ready and be prepared mentally. The Bible does not say renew your heart. The Bible says renew your mind, because in your thinking, so much is born. Allow me to say this. Look at your hand. Look at it. How many fingers have you got?
Five.
I had 6, both hands. Do you call? Am I not part of you? No, I have 6 fingers. Indeed, I'll show you if you want. If you are interested in shaking the stuff, they count the 6 fingers, both hands. It's a process that I'm going to take you through. 1, thought. Genesis 1:26. It was quoted by my colleagues. And God said, let us make man in our image. God did not speak nothing out of nothing. He was speaking his thought out to the other members of the Godhead. So first is thought, followed by confession, making it known to the other members of the Godhead or the Holy Trinity, as we from the Methodist Church make reference to. I was born there, but I'm not there anymore. That's fact. And I don't look down upon them. Let's get it clear, get it out of the way, and get to the point quickly. The third one is action. So you first think things through, then you make your ideas known to the people you want to work with, then we jump into action. The action that becomes repetitive then creates and forms a character. So you are known by what you do the most.
Yes.
Then the last part is destiny. That's what I'm interested in. If our minds are set for a destiny that is required by us here, I promise you we need to start thinking right. This whole idea of relying on people, my sister just said that earlier. Replacing divinity with humanity. A tail wagging the dog. Jesus. We are in trouble. Trouble of our own making. By becoming procrastinative in the things God has told us to do, and we did nothing about them. Just do what I'm here for. We can have a conversation afterwards. The first point, I'm just going to go through these points quickly. First is, we're talking about kingdom, the dominion of the king. The reason I'm standing here is for the kingdom. Not my church, not my family, not my friends, but the kingdom.
Yeah. Come on.
A kingdom that knows no boundaries. We need to understand the kingdom not as individual, but a kingdom that requires a collective of us. In other words, you're going to start thinking right, have a common denominator in everything we do. If we agree on Project SA, we will figure out exactly where this project is taking us, and we'll support it to the best of our abilities and knowledge. And the first and key to that is, make this vision yours. If you're going to say that vision of Doc and Arno and Charmaine and Zane and Pearl, then you have failed yourself.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
It's a vision you need to take ownership of. Because if you own this vision and it fails, you will feel the pain of your inability to execute something that was necessary for a time such as this. A vision can never be an individual's vision. Habakkuk said so. Write it so that those who read are not the ones who wrote, but are the ones who are the beneficiary of a written product from the one who heard the Lord. Secondly, kingdom is unity as opposed to uniformity. The church where I was born in, you were aspirant to get to that age where you'll have that red, you know what I'm talking about. It was like a sense of maturity. It was a deja vu, you know. When you get there, then you are part of the clique. You know, you are recognizable by how you look like the rest of the team that you belong to. I have no problem with uniform. I am interested in your mind. That's why I said, allow me to get under your skin. I need to clarify that one so that wherever you go, whichever church you go to, none of my business. But it is clear, if we see kingdom from wherever we are going to come together sooner rather than later. We have denominationalized our thinking to an extent that we become, subtly and innately judgmental. We don't even know it anymore. Do you agree with what I just said?
Yes.
3, kingdom requires coordination in functionality. I'm not here to make friends with anyone. I already have enough friends here. The connections that we are making today are kingdom inclined, kingdom focused. They have a purpose. They have a purpose. A purpose. Men and women of God, we don't have enough time. This world is skating on thin ice. Wherever you look, there's a problem. If it's not natural by way of floods or earthquakes or tsunamis, but even at human level, there is a problem. If we don't start doing right now, we will regret having missed opportunities. Pearl spoke about the timing aspect. That during times of need where there's commotion, that's when things begin to turn around for us. I'm paraphrasing what she said. Next, kingdom which is strength based on skills in terms of calling. In other words, when I am called and have a skill, this project needs to leverage my skills as someone who believes in it. If you have a skill, we will allow you to run your race with us because you are excelling as an excellent person in your lane of calling. But if you have a weakness, and that's what many people don't want to hear. If you have a weakness, it is incumbent on us to address that weakness so that you all run with a desire to overcome.
Yeah, that's good.
And that is why if you walk by sight, you always compete. If you walk by faith, you always desire to complement one another.
That's good.
We want to close that gap before it causes calamities in our midst.